Hello and welcome to a Mitv News Update. I am Teresa Adeyemi. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja in a landmark judgment has ordered the disclosure of details of about $5 billion Abacha loot by the government of former President Olusegun Obasanjo, Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, Goodluck Jonathan, and Muhammadu Buhari. The court ordered the government of President Bola Tinubu to disclose the exact amount of money stolen by General Sani Abacha from Nigeria and the total amount of the Abacha loot recovered in all agreement. Social and accountability project. In his judgment, Justice Omotosho held that in the final analysis, the application by SERAP is meritorious and the federal government, through the Ministry of Finance, is hereby ordered to furnish SERAP with the full spending details of about $5 billion Abacha loot within 7 days of this judgment. Justice Omotosho ordered the government to disclose details of the project executed with the Abacha loot, locations of any such project, and the names of companies and contractors that carried or carrying out the project since the return of democracy in 1999 till date. No fewer than 4,560 kilograms of skunk have been seized in interdiction operations in Lagos, Adamawa, and Osun by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA), who also raided a school cheese factory in Ogun and arrested 4 members of a drug syndicate, including 2 church officials, female staff of a courier company, and another lady involved in trafficking lethal opioid, fentanyl, in Delta. The bust of the fentanyl cartel operating from Warri Delta State is coming barely a month after 2 members of another syndicate, Odo Collins, Ogujofo, and Oliver Chigozie Uzoma, were arrested at Ogbogu Market, Onitsha Ed Bridge, Onitsha South LGA, Anambra State, following months of intelligence-led investigation of the syndicate behind the dangerous drug, which is 100 times more potent than heroin and currently responsible for over 70% overdose death, as well as a major contributor to fertile and non-fertile overdoses in the United States. 2 officials of Christ Mercyland Deliverance Ministry, aka Mercy City Church, Warri Delta State, Adewale Abayomi Ayeni, 39, and Ebikpake Bina Appeal 41 linked to 2 intercepted consignment of the illicit drug have been arrested in Warri. While Ayeni is one of those managing the prayer call center of the church, Ebikpake Bina is in charge of movement of international guests from the airport to the church. 2 female accomplices also arrested in Warri in the course of investigating the intercepted shipment include Naomi David, 28, who is the staff of United Parcel Service, UPS, and Stacy Njideka, also known as Inkiruka, 27, who is a business associate of Ayeni. The Police Service Commission (PSC) has approved the dismissal of 7 police officers over misconduct and abuse of office, while 9 other officers were reduced in rank, including a commissioner of police. PSC spokesperson Ikechukwu Ane disclosed this in a statement on Sunday, saying the decision was taken at the 21st plenary of the commission, which was presided over by Justice Clara Ogunbiyi on behalf of the PSC chairman Solomon Arashi. Besides the dismissal of the cabinet, other officials were reduced in rank, including Commissioner of Police, and he said. During the meeting, the PFC also approved the compulsory retirement of an assistant commissioner and directed a refund of all entitlement wrongly paid to him. It approved the posthumous promotion of late Inspector Ifeanyi Oroke to the next rank of ASP2 for act of gallantry and reinstated one dismissed Inspector Augustina Oko to take effect from the date she was dismissed. Former Governor of Zamfara State, Abdulaziz Yari, has regained freedom from the Department of State Services, DSS, after he was detained and quizzed by operatives of the DSS. The senator representing Zamfara West was released around 11 p.m. on Saturday night. Yari had reported at the office of the Secret Police after plenary on Thursday, following an invitation to the lawmaker about the DSS. He went against the All Progressive Congress zoning arrangement by contesting the Senate presidency with the party's choice, Senator Godswill Akpabio, who eventually emerged victorious in the election for the president of the upper legislative chamber. Reports had earlier indicated that the senator was arrested by the Secret Police after receiving a call from the Director General Yusuf Bichi to report at the DSS headquarters for an urgent discussion. The Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, The Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Basas, lauded efforts of female folks in the beauty industry on their quality and professional contributions in Lagos State and Nigeria at large, assuring them of relevant laws to empower and protect women in the state. The state at this in Lagos at a symposium about the Building Collapse Prevention Guild, BCPG, themed Building Collapse Prevention, Women in the Built Environment, Making a Difference. Obasewu was represented by the Deputy Chief Whip of the State House of Assembly, Setanji David, however commended BCPG on his campaign against the incessant menace in the built environment. The national president of BCPG, Sulaiman Yusuf, said celebration of amazons in the industry would further strengthen the female folks and the incoming generations on their quest for professionalism in their various career paths.
I further appreciate the organizers for constraining the revolution of women who are frontiers and have made their mark in the built environment, a predominantly male-dominated sphere of life. As a legislative arm of government, the Lagos State House of Assembly has never relented and will not relent in making relevant laws to empower and protect women, and as well as encourage them to reach their and take key leadership positions in their chosen fields, areas of profession.
2.3 million accidents happen yearly, workplace accidents happen yearly, and out of these, 30% of them are construction related. So the ILO states that 700,000 accidents happen on construction sites regularly every year. But we need to be able to prevent them, and we need to be able to prevent them by building a culture of safety. And a culture of safety starts from us all taking responsibility. We are all responsible for our safety. The culture of you see it, you speak it. You don't let a bad practice go.
The Building Collapse Prevention Guild is here, and they are doing an extreme work. We need to get government backing. We need to get legislation to make sure that it goes across the 36 states of Nigeria and the FCT, so that we would be conscious of the responsibilities that go with construction. So it is very important that that message goes round. So there's a lot of work. And also this program has also given encouragement to women who want to come into this profession to say, do not be scared. Just do your best and put in the time, put in the hard work, and you will succeed.
Those that we have identified and we are celebrating today, that these are women who have gone to the highest of the professional. Their contribution is very meaningful, and you see them as leaders. Those who are even leading men, they have men, following them, and they are mentoring even both men and women. So you can see in them the agility to do more. They are full with energy. They are full with ideas. They are full with innovations, to ensure that things are done rightly. And they are much more keen about the development around us.
In another development, Women Liberation and Transformation Group WLEAT has taken knowledge strengthening workshop to business women in Ayobo, one of the rural areas in Lagos State. The Assistant Director of Corporate Affairs Commission CSC, Tolulokpe Sunaike, said ignorance is no defense for business owners in Nigeria on registration of their various establishments, as such give legitimacy to the owners as well as financing opportunities. Sunaike charged business owners in Nigeria to register their businesses with CSC. Meanwhile, the Executive Director of WLIT, Olanike Mactaiwo, said the workshop was to enlighten women in Ayobo area on the importance of business registration and tax remittance as compliance to such enhanced access to credit facilities for business owners.
Compliance, statutory compliance, right, is a win-win for everybody. I mean, it gives your business legitimacy. It gives your business integrity. It gives you can grow goodwill. It gives your business statutory protection, and it also enhances opportunities for growth and funding for you, right? For the government, it's also easy, right? Everybody that is registered, we know them. And then for the purpose of paying tax, to fund infrastructure for the safe system and the business environment, government knows who should be paid. So it's a win-win for all.
There's nothing like government is trying to struggle there, or they want to inconvenience them by paying these taxes. Without these taxes, there's no way any government can make a meaningful impact, or by to make good amenities, for them to enjoy good amenities. If they fail to pay the tax, there's no way the government can be able to do this.
Because in Nigeria, nobody does business with their own money, so it's always loan and facilities. It's very important that they actually register their businesses with TAC, because it will actually help them to get a loan facility from financial institution. Because without that, you cannot actually, no financial institution is willing to have the risks, giving you facility from their bank, not knowing who you are or what you do.
A knowledge strengthening program on importance of business registration and tax remittance to business sustainability and accessing of credit facilities from financial institutions. We discovered that our women have been doing business, their businesses are not registered, and they are not able to access credit facilities. So the intent of this project for women business to be sustainable. So when their businesses are registered, they will definitely pay tax and they'll be able to access credit facilities from financial institutions so that their businesses can grow.
The Lagos State government says there is the urgent and strong need for collaboration between it and groups, individuals and the private sector to develop the education sector in the state. The state government came out with this assertion with the belief that developing the education sector must not be left alone to the government. The chairman of the State Teaching Service Commission, TESCAM, Victoria Peregrino, stated this in Lagos during an event for 70 founders of the Lagos State City Senior College in collaboration with Old Students Association and Parent Forum of the school. She said the private needs to come as part of the drive towards a public-private partnership amid global best practices, just as the principal of the school, Hassan Abiodun, expressed appreciation and joy for the day, which is described as an eventful one.
In every society all over the world, there is always collaboration between government and the people, the private sector. We call it public-private sector collaboration partnership. When old students are encouraged, as I said, they are not forced. But you see some people that voluntarily, not only old students, but even some non-governmental organizations, some individuals.
It's very, very beautiful, very, very marvelous. In fact, I am overwhelmed, I'm short of words. All I'm just saying is thank you. A lot of appreciation to God, to government of Lagos State, to all students, to the sponsors and so many custodians. I am so happy.
I would advise the federal government on the education is that there should be a strong partnership between Parents-Teachers Forum, also partnership between the alumni of different sets, them coming together to do something that would, help out in the areas that the government has.
Still on education, stakeholders in the management of private sector of education in Nigeria have called on the federal government to, as a matter of urgency, come to their aid, saying the removal of subsidy on petrol is having an adverse effect on the operation of private primary and secondary schools in the country. This is in view of what they call groaning as a result of challenges posed by petrol subsidy removal by President Bola Tinubu, though they believe the removal was justified. The President of Government-Approved School Owners and Workers Association of Nigeria, GASON, DG Emmanuel, said in Lagos that the removal of subsidy may cause its members to increase tuition fees in order to mitigate some of the effect of the policy. He called on stakeholders to adopt innovative approaches while imploring operators not to exploit Nigerians.
The issue of fuel subsidy will have little effect on us. The issue is that there will be an adjustment in school fees. It goes along with the buying of the rice, even the market woman. But at the same time, if this is fuel subsidy issue will enable the country to be developed, let it be. There's no way about that.
Upward or down? Upward.
We are just a little bit, not to exploit the masses, neither to exploit the parents. There's going to be an adjustment. There's no way there will not be an adjustment of school fees. That one is certain. There's going to be an adjustment of school fees. But we'll call for PTA. We put it before the parents. Come, this thing we are buying 10 naira is now 15 naira. How do we do it? A little bit adjustment. It's only greedy people that will now use the issue of fuel subsidy to begin to exploit the masses, which he has not called for that.